What up? How's everybody doing? Hopefully good. Well, that's definitely one way to get out of my funk, get out of the house and take a 4-mile walk, followed by a 4-mile run. Can't talk right now, but I just finished. I'm over here at Mile Square Park, finishing up here. It's like 4:20 p.m. It's always 4:20 somewhere, right? Well, that was fun. I needed that because my truck was in the shop all last weekend, so I didn't get a chance to run. So I just kind of took walks, but that's not the same as a run, you know. But it felt good. The first 4 was just a nice easy walk, getting the vitamin D, and then I just did a nice easy jog for the second 4 miles, and felt really good. And I'm glad I'm doing it. Definitely can tell I took probably 2 weeks off from jogging. I think 2 weeks ago was the last time I jogged, because I've just been walking lately, just doing the walk gig. I did it, dude. What are you doing? I didn't bring those snacky snacks. Ian? Yeah, you fat little guy. You're fat. Are you gonna bite me? You're fat. You look like little Godzilla. You want food, huh? I don't have any. Sorry, man. So cute. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, he's guilt tripping me over here. But, it's the mosquito feeding hour. We still have mosquitoes here because it's been real warm lately. It was up to like 75 today here in Orange County, California. There's a dog over there, wants that little fat squirrel, wants some dinner. But definitely feel better. I got out of the house. I was in a funk this morning. If you saw my video, you probably figure it out. You know, I actually laid back down again after I made that video and just laid there and said, you know what? It's really nice outside today. I got way too much sleep. I'm not accomplishing anything just laying here in bed till noon. I laid in bed till noon, and I initially got up at 7 a.m. It's just a lot of things right now. You know, I've dealt with depression since I was as far back as I can remember. 7 years old, I remember being depressed because I had to walk, you know, a half mile to school in foot-deep snow with boots with holes in them by myself, getting to school with frozen hands and feet, you know, and it was tough, man. It was tough. There's parts of my life that are just tough, man, and unfortunate. But I got through it, you know. I was actually reflecting on a lot of that stuff recently, you know, just kind of reflecting over my whole life. And, you know, there's no doubt, there's no wonder I turned to drugs and alcohol, you know, for a large portion of my life, because, you know, my parents just were trying to survive themselves, really. And, you know, they tried, man. They tried hard. They both worked their butts off, did the best they could. And, you know, I think they did a good job for me and my brother. And, you know, they got us to where we needed to be. Everything after that is on me and, you know, my brother. So, you know, I chose my path. You know, I chose my path. And there's influences in my life, mostly at the schools I went to, that helped me choose my path. And, you know, there was some things on just that whole era, you know, back in the 70s and 80s. That was party era, man. That was freaking party time, okay? And anybody that's in their 40s to 60s right now, or older, like my parents, boomers, and they can all attest to that, man. They can all attest to that. When I was a kid, 70s all the way to the 90s, that was party time, man. I mean, no doubt about it, man. So we didn't have computers, we didn't have cell phones. We had our friends, drugs, rock and roll, and alcohol. That's what we had. You know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's what we had back in them days. I sound like old guy here. I am getting old, but that's what was going on back in them days, man. You know, sex, drugs, rock and roll. In my case, heavy metal. And shit, man. My dad could attest to that. My mom could attest to that. They both know that era quite well. You know, and it was party time, because that's what they did back then. And then you know, I'm sure half my generation is either dead now or they're in the same boat I'm in, you know, recovering, or in some cases the party's still going. You know, the party never ended. And that was me a year and a half ago. You know, the party was still going. I mean, like I said in my other video, what is party? Mostly it's alcohol and drugs, right? Sex, alcohol, drugs, rock and roll, all that stuff. Still going these days. It's still party time, but it's different now, you know? The kids these days, they party different than we did back in the day. You know, because now they got other things going on, like the internet, cell phones, you know, all kinds of stuff going on now. But back in the day, that's all we had. We didn't have other things to entertain ourselves with, like the internet, social media, cell phones. We had our friends, our family, alcohol, drugs, and party. That's what we had. Unless you were in the type of family that was like a professional family, that was like a college family, or like a real religious family, you were partying back then. That's just the way it was. And I'm not using that as an excuse to where I'm at today. It's just, that's kind of where I came from. That whole era, it was like that, you know? But, you know, like I said in my other video, I'm sober now. I plan on staying sober, but I'm not going to sit here and say I'm never going to drink again, and I'm never going to try weed again. Or, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not going to sit here and say that, because I'm not dead. I'm still alive. But for now, you know, this is working for me. I like it, and I'm going to keep going with it. Look at the crows. And it's all good. It's all good. You know? It's all good. Crows are going to roost. But I just want to keep going with all this sobriety stuff. Trying to get in shape, because I feel good. I still have my moments where I struggle, but you know, that's life, man. So I'm going to go ahead and saddle up here. The mosquitoes are not on me at the moment, so that's good. I'm going to get going before they do. But I'm going to do some lives tonight, probably some cooking action, possibly work on the two-stroke bicycle. We'll see how it goes, see how I'm feeling. But I got to get home, take a shower, so we'll catch y'all later. See ya.